Madness! This is a strange day, to be honest. Hello everyone, my name is Ross Hendry. This is Ross Hendry's Monday Madness. I'm a podcast in Aberdeen. And those of you probably know that already because the other week I had Ryan Locke on this show to talk about comedy acting and Stephen Tries and everything. And I just went, yeah, nice, thanks. Because I was lucky enough to work in the same touring company as him at the same time. We were neighbours at rehearsals. And then I just asked him, I went, here, do you want to be on the podcast? He's like, yes I do, Ross. That sounds good. And those of you probably noticed that the other day, I like to keep in touch with my guests. I like to see what they're doing on their Instagram and everything. And I noticed that the Stephen Tries, the podcast, the season 3 began last week. And it started. And so I was just listening to it. I was just keeping in touch. Like, oh yeah, there he is, my guest. Hope he's doing well. And 8 minutes, 5 seconds in to this new episode, I spat all my cornflakes across the room, mate. Gone. Because the smug meter went through the ceiling. As Stephen went to Ryan, he went, you did another podcast on Monday. And all of a sudden, my head lifted from my phone. And I'm looking at it. And I'm going, what? What's going on? And then it turns out, I got a little mention. The Stephen Tries podcast discussed me. I was a topic for discussion. And Ryan goes, his name is Ross Hendry. Everyone. Ross Hendry. He has a little podcast in Aberdeen. That's me. If you're all wondering, hey, this is me. So, if you're new here, hi, nice to see you. I just wanted to, I'm very grateful. First of all, I'm very, very, very grateful for that wee mention. I had no idea that was going to happen. I literally just had him on and went, yeah, nice. Great, I had a laugh, and yeah. And then all of a sudden, I just noticed the listens went up quite drastically. Let me. So I'm very grateful to Stephen, Ryan, Max, and Tom. You know, you don't know me. Well, you do actually, because I got mentioned in your show, mate. I'm not used to this, so thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is just a hobby for me, this little show. It's just something I've just got one microphone and I do everything across the internet, my guests and that. So I'm very grateful. It just helps me with my acting and stuff and helps me some. Thank you very much for that little shout out. That's done great things for the podcast, so I'm very happy with that. And also, at the same time, I'm a bit scared as well. Have a look at this. Right, I've got a wee note here. I've got a wee thing I'm going to say. So yes, thank you. Now, since that podcast aired, since that shout out, Pavel Lebowski of episode 1, I'm very sorry. I'm afraid you are no longer the number 1 episode of Monday Madness. All this time, episode 1 peaked. It was the biggest. I never got near it. And all of a sudden, one little mention on that podcast, Ryan Locke, you are now, episode 16 is now the most listened to Monday Madness episode as of yesterday. It caught it. It got it. It got number 1. It is now the number 1 episode in the podcast history. So thank you very much, everyone. That was fantastic. And also, I just want to say, why am I scared? Why am I nervous? I'll show you why. On the YouTube Studio app, for those of you that don't know, I put it up on YouTube, the podcast on my YouTube thing. And I just know, I'm going to take these off. Oh, funny. Hi. So, I was doing that, and I just looked up, and a little mention on a podcast like that, what it does for this is that 800 to 1,000 people searched my name on YouTube at the time of that, in the last 2-3 days. 1,000 people! 1,000 people searched the words Ross Hendry on YouTube. I'm not used to this. Right, the podcast has 41 followers on Instagram. I am this size. I'm tiny. Not in that way. This podcast is tiny, mate. And all of a sudden I've got 1,000 people going, who's Ross Hendry? And they're going, oh yeah, and then the listens went up. Oh my days. Oh my goodness. Oh, stress. I don't know how to cope with this. Right, look at me. Look. Get back on, laptop. Get back on. I don't understand. But it's great stuff. It's really fantastic stuff to see. And I'm just very grateful. I'm very grateful for everything. Thank you, Ryan. I hope all the best. Listen, everyone. All my like 10 original listeners. If you want to go check their podcast out, it's pretty good. In fact, do you know what? It's amazing. In fact, do you know what? It's now the best podcast in the world. It's now. I'm not biased or anything, but it's number one. It's one of the funniest podcasts you'll ever hear. The banter between them is just extraordinary. Just so effortless. So I'm very grateful, guys. Thank you so much. It's kind of like a bucket list thing to have Stephen Tries be sarcastic to you in front of tens of thousands of people on his podcast. That's quite a life achievement somewhere there. To be the butt of a Stephen Tries joke. That's it. I'll take it. I'll lie down and I will take it. Okay, that's it. That's me. So let's see. Yeah, I got to know him through acting, mate. Just met him. Dumb luck, mate. Dumb luck. He just happened to be my neighbour. And I just got to know him that way. It's Ryan. So Ryan, you're a big legend. You're all big legends, but Ryan, you said my name. You said it. And now everyone started searching me. And I don't know why, but I'm very happy they did that. So this is my response. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. And to everyone else, all the other local podcasts in the Aberdeen area that may have taken inspiration, the ones that are, a little bit bigger than me, that would have taken a little bit of inspiration from that. Okay. So, that is it. That's all I've got to say about that. And I just think it's funny, isn't it? It's just great. It's just fantastic. So, thank you. If you want to, if you're still here, geese a wee subscriber if you want. All that lovely stuff. We love it. If a lot of you, I'd imagine, come from like the England area, so if you can't understand the word I'm saying, I'm sorry, but I can't change that. Well, I can just pay more attention, but yeah, that's all, mate. So welcome to Monday Madness, episode 18 of these. Now since we are world famous now, since we've gone from tiny minuscule, get that out of the way. We've gone from tiny minuscule to a little bit bigger, but still tiny. And it's just exciting to see. So I'm very grateful, obviously. I think I've said that about 1,000,000 times. But yeah. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I've just blabbed on about my achievements this week. About my glory. The glory. I just think it's just great, isn't it? All those times where I said, hey guys, give the podcast a share on your Instagram. I think you're happy as well. Everyone, Apocasting, my agency. Are you happy now? Now you have a hit podcast host on your books, mate. This guy, me, I'm out here. All you people, when I started this, I went, nah, not for me. Boom! Ha ha ha! Yes! Oh, it's so funny, isn't it? It's so funny. It just blows my mind, doesn't it? It just blows my mind. The amount of people that, when Molly May became that ambassador thing, the amount of people, that on my Instagram that actually know me that went, well done, my friend. Well done, Molly May. Shared it, plastered it all over their stories. Incredible stuff. And then I go, I've got a podcast. I'm trying to build it up. Nothing. Absolutely zero. Zero from them. What's going on, eh? Well, guess what? All those times I asked you, to give me a little share. I don't need you anymore. I've moved on. I've ascended. Monday Madness has made it without you. We've gone from 10 listens to about 30 now. I can't believe it. It's just great. You know, you just don't understand. You just don't understand. Apocasting, I'm telling you now. Monday Madness, right? Get that. Sweet Charity, right? I'm doing a show at the Arts Centre in May. Sweet Charity. I want that in the programme. Special guest Ross Hendry, the podcast host that got mentioned by Stephen Tries. I want that. I want that. On the books. I'm the guy that did it. I'm the one. Only one person. They were talking about one person in the universe at that moment, and it was me. I'm the one. So, yous lot, listen, Monday, Sweet Charity, I want that. I'm your special guest now. I'm not just in your chorus. I don't just have a song. I'm your special guest, okay? I want that on the books. I want to be on the last page, okay? Number 1, last page, big writing, Ross Hendry of Monday Madness, the show that had Stephen Tries talk about him on his show. I don't know, that's bad. That is me. And that is great. That is fantastic. Well done me, eh? Well done. So, yeah, I want that all over that. Apocasting, I want it all over that. I've plastered it all over my Instagram that I got mentioned. Everyone knows now. I made it a post. All the people that liked it, thank you. All the people that didn't like it, I don't care. I do not care. Why would I care what you think? Why would I care? I don't care. I'm out here. I got mentioned. I'm one of the best podcasts on the planet. Okay? Right now it's got 27,000 views on YouTube. Who knows what it's got on Spotify and everything. Mate, do I care? Do I care that you didn't share my podcast when it started? Do I care that I was judged? No. No, I don't. I don't need your opinion. Your opinion sucks. Your opinion is invalid now. That's it. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Ryan Locke. Ryan Locke, the legend. The legend. You've saved my podcast. You've saved me. I don't need 1 million views. I don't need thousands. A few hundred. 100. If I can hit over 100 listens on a podcast, to me, that's just fantastic. That's to me. So, to you, you're going 100. We're getting 20,000, mate. You're crying about 100 listens. And I'm like, mate, listen. You don't understand. There was times in this podcast history where I was getting 0 listens on a podcast. You don't understand. You don't understand what's happened here. The amount of people that have started podcasts in my area and then given up like 10 episodes in because they just weren't getting the results that they thought they would. Because guess what? It's really hard getting listens on podcasts. So to have a little mention like that, to really just, it just helps, does it? It just helps. But yes, so thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. And for those of you that are new here, that have maybe come through from that, that are somehow still here, what I do with this show is that when I started it, I always meant for it to be, I'd have guests on now and again, but I wasn't going to rely on them. And I wanted to do, so when I have a guest, it's about them, it's their show, it's their episode. But when I'm on by myself, I can still upload and I turn it into like a movie talk thing. Like I talk about like Marvel and gaming, everything like that. All this lovely stuff. So that's what we do. That's what I do. So if that's for you, thank you very much for checking it out. Who knows what can happen from here. So I'll keep doing it. I'll keep doing the podcast. Keep doing my best. Thanks again, guys, for that lovely, lovely shout out. A lovely mention. Your podcast is by far one of the best shows ever. It's genuinely insane. So give it a shout, give it a watch, give it a listen. But you have to listen to mine first. Don't leave. Thanks. So, what am I going to talk about today? I want to talk about, first of all, I have to talk about Boba Fett, the show. So this is a part where it's like a kind of review thing, what I thought. I'm going to keep it no spoilers for a chunk, and then I'll go into spoilers afterwards. I'll talk about that. But first of all, I'd love to say that episode 5 and 6, I've actually enjoyed it. like, to be honest, I'm not a massive Star Wars fanatic, right? I'm not really a Star Wars mega fan. I enjoy it, but I'm not like totally invested in everything that they do. But the new show is absolutely outstanding. I really enjoyed it. And the first 4 episodes, yeah, they've been good, but the last 2, episode 5 and 6, on the Boba Fett has just been incredible. Even as a non-Star Wars fan, even as a guy that, I just enjoy. I enjoy it just as I'm just a casual, really. That's it. But even I know I'm going, this is really well done. This is really special. Because episode 5, obviously, a little spoiler, Boba Fett is barely in these 2 episodes. It follows The Mandalorian. This time I won't give anything away. But it follows Mandalorian this time. And it just shows you what he's been up to and everything. And it's just great. I'd say there's barely any talking in it. I love it. It's one of these shows where very little is said. But it just, you get so immersed in the world that they're in. Because there's so many landscape shots and there's so many things like that. And there's barely any speaking. There's very minimal dialogue. And it just allows you to, like, it's like really bringing you into this world. Like, sometimes he's just standing there. And all you get is just the sound of the wind, of the sand and everything. And it's just fantastic to see. So the world building in it is incredible. They're really, like, bringing you into it, Tatooine and all these places, and you really start to explore, more of the Mandalorian. Epic fight scenes, obviously. Very good choreography in these fight scenes. And it's just amazing what they're doing. I'm very excited to see where they go. I think the next episode is the last one. So episode 7 episodes. So this one's coming on Wednesday is the last one. So if you haven't already, you can catch up on it all. The first 4 episodes are good. They're enjoyable. There's great moments. But the last 2, 5 and 6, unbelievable. Really well done. If you're all the Star Wars fans, you know what's happened. If you're not into the Star Wars stuff, I'd still give it a watch. It's a very good show. It's very well written. The acting's superb. Lots of old faces from past shows. All these things. So a little cameos here and there. Cheeky wee cameos. We love that, don't we? So fantastic. And yes, happy days indeed. And spoiler talk. I'll get into spoilers now. We'll just go for it. So if you haven't already, you can skip. I'll timestamp the video. I'll timestamp it on YouTube, so you can know when to skip forward to other things if you don't want it spoiled for you. So the spoiler is, I'm warning you. You gone yet? Okay, you still here? Right, good. The spoiler is, Mandalorian is looking for Grogu, the wee baby Yoda. He's looking for him, searching for him, all over the galaxy. And he's going to give him this thing, and he goes to the Jedi planet. And there you see, this is episode 6, by the way. Episode 5 was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, and it features the Mandalorian. He gets a new spaceship. It's one from the prequels, I think. I think that's what it is. And he drives and he flies it around the Phantom Menace racecourse. Pretty sure. I think that's what's happened, what I'm seeing. And so there's a lot of Phantom Menace prequel stuff there going on. And the Mandalorian, he's got the dark saber. He's got his lightsaber that he got at the end of season 2. But he doesn't really know how to use it yet. It's sort of fighting against him, so he ends up injuring himself with it in a fight scene at the start where he cuts someone in half with it. In half! Completely. Brutal! He was already dead! You didn't have to cut him in half, but it looked really cool. So that's okay in my book. That's great stuff to see. And also, what else happened in this show? Well, let me tell you, son. Lots of great stuff happened. Yes, a big fight at the start, and then he goes and he meets like a little robot, and he's not allowed to take his weapons on this little plane because he hasn't got his spaceship anymore. So he needs a Razor Crest. He needs a new one. He needs a new spaceship, and he gets one, but it's weird, but it's fast and it's speed about. In episode 6, well, Luke Skywalker's in it, is he? Luke Skywalker is in it. He's training Grogu. He's training him on this planet. And Ahsoka's there. Ahsoka Tan. She's there. And she interacts with Luke. They've improved the special effects for Luke Skywalker massively. So the deep fake, you can still tell it's CGI, but it's a whole lot better than what it was. So now it's like he's in the whole thing. He's in the whole episode. He's not just one scene. He's in it for like half an hour. It must be like 20, 30 minutes he's in it. He's in it a ton. Training little baby Yoda, little Grogu. So it's amazing to see. And yes, so Book of Boba Fett, I would highly, highly recommend it. It's a very good show. But first, I would like to give a wee mention to the other guest. Like, if you want to know, Ryan is not the first guest in this show. He's guest number 6. So do you want to keep an eye? I'm going to give you a little update on all my guests, because there's been two of them. I've had quite eventful weeks this week. Okay? This is a bit even bigger than mine, mate. Even, like... I want to give a wee mention to our guest, Jack Helvey. Alright, Jack, how you doing? Jack Helvey got engaged the other day. He got engaged, mate. Jack Helvey, you're getting married. I've never felt any more single in my life. But this is a good thing. So well done. Well done to Jack Helvey. He's getting married. I'm very happy for you. Congratulations, you're a big legend. And happy days. And also, another wee mention, Sam from Japan. Remember him? He's home now. He's home. He is now back in the British Isles. He's surprised his family. Literally 2 days ago. 2-3 days ago. He's back. And so yeah, he's back. Adjusting to British life again. So that's him. 2 years he's been away. 2 years he's been in Japan. Since COVID. So well done to you. I hope you had a safe journey home. Hope you had a great time. Hope you're doing well. And Pavel, he's still doing his weights. He got Pavel got a PS5 the other day. The other week, 2 weeks ago. So he's buzzing about that. And Brian, he's a host now. He's a host, and he hosts like pub quizzes and things when he's not doing his auditions and stuff. So he's doing performing all the time. So well done, Brian. And he's doing his TikToks as well. And Fraser, he's drawing, is he? Doing his drawing. And he may or may not be working on a project for me soon. That's coming very soon. So will be more of Fraser in the next. If you're a Garden Shed OG, you know Fraser's royalty on this channel. So he's coming back for something. That's it, secrets. So very good stuff. So well done to everyone, all my guests. I'll give you a wee update how they're all doing. And yeah, it's great. It's fabulous. It's extraordinary. It is magnificent. It is glorious and epic and fantastic. Okay? So, let's go. Episode 18. So this is the podcast. This is it. I hope you're enjoying it. And now, I would like to mention something else that's happened. The rugby. Mate. The rugby. Dear England, of England's rugby team. Ha! You lost, mate. You lost. You got beat yesterday. By us. That means we're better than yous. We are the better rugby team again. Once again. We beat yous quite often just now. It's actually quite shocking. I thought you had, like 40 million people? You have like 7-8 times the population of us, and we're still beating you. We still have better rugby players than you do. Are you serious? Ah, well. Sucks to be you, then. Sucks to be you, mate. Sucks to be you, I'm afraid. And that's just it. Stuart Hogg, he's just too much for you, is he? Too much for you. And that's it. That's all I have to say about that. Now, let's talk about more Marvel stuff just now, shall we? In fact, let's do a wee Aberdeen. I want to mention this. I'll put them on the map here. No, I'm talking about this. I was victorious in another week as another books and beans. Books and beans, mate. Did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see this? Books and Beans, a cafe in Aberdeen that sells books and beans, probably. I've actually never been yet. And yeah, sorry, never been. And they were doing an online competition. If you can match a coffee name with a book title, the winner, they will make it like a new drink for the cafe. They will make it an official drink. And then you get a free one or something like that. And so I thought I'd enter it. I entered it. My first name was a dreadful Harry Potter name thing, because I didn't give it to... I don't read, mate. I don't know how to read. So I just sort of went, okay. So I entered it. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, Ross, you can do comics as well. Hint, hint. Because they know that I like my comics, mate. I like my comics. Here's one here. Look. The Scorch #1. It's got a woman spawn on it. So there you go. Essentially, so I like my books, right? I like my comics. So I thought about it. I went, oh, a comic name. What on earth will I do? I need something. I need a name here. And I tried to overthink it a bit at first. I tried to make it something to do with one of these comics back here, whether it's the first Wolverine, the fake British one. The fake British one, but it's still from the 70s. It's the British version. It's not the real one, it's the British version, but it's still the real one. No, look, I'll prove it. Let's see that. Look. Here you go. See? Real. There it is, the British version. The British reprint, original. So that's worth like 300 quid or something. So that's cool. So I tried to layer it with something like kind of deep in the Marvel lore. And I went, nah, I'm overthinking this. And I was out filming. And then I just walking back, I went, Captain Americano. There's your name. So I sent that in, and lo and behold, I came second. Second place, man. I couldn't believe it. Second place. Joking. I'm very great. I am over the moon with that. I'm over the moon. Thank you to Books and Beans I got a little mention on the same day. That was it, you know. It was a great failure. So close. A special mention, but Captain Americano lost out to Murder on the Orient Expresso. Couldn't believe it. It's a sad time, for that is a genuinely brilliant coffee name. But I'm just saying, right? No need to complain or anything, but as a businessman, as a successful businessman that gets mentioned on top podcasts all the time, I go, well, yeah, it is a better name, but it's less practical. Because if you're sitting there and you're going, hey, I want a Murder on the Orient Expresso, please. Or you go, I want a Captain Americano, please. It takes half the time to say my name as it does that name, right? And listen, that means that you can make it in like half the time. So the amount of time that saves you from like actually ordering it, when you take that in over 6 months or a year, how many more coffees are you going to sell of that with that time over that? Just that, you know, that extra couple seconds of it takes to say the name of Murder on the Orient Express over Captain Americano. Quick, you know? I'm just saying, as a businessman, yes, that title is amazing. It is better than mine. But practical level, as a business level, you would have sold more Captain Americanos than that. You know, those extra 2 seconds times 6 months to a year. I'm just saying. You see. So, if anyone wants to claim the Captain Americano drink, Or if you want me to make it, I will do it. I don't know how to make coffee, but we'll go for it. I don't drink coffee. I'm a tea guy. But we can do it. We can make it work. If you want that, okay? If you want a Captain Americano, and it'll be like podcast merch, and I'll send it to you, I'm up for that. Let's do it. But now, in all seriousness, thank you very much, Books and Beans, for the wee mention. Runner up, mate. Runner up, eh? I did not. Captain Americano, eh? I think that's great. At the same time, you know, it's just that's life, you know. It's just bigger. Yes, they used the same technique as we. Yes, they did. Yes, it's practically the same thing. Their one's just longer. Their one's just bigger and better. So I couldn't do it, guys. I failed. But it was on that day where Ryan saved my ego. He saved me. The Stephen Tries podcast saved me from the abyss of despair for coming second in the Books and Beans competition. I wasn't good enough. Was I? Huh? Captain Americano. Not good enough for you, eh? But I was good enough for the Stephen Tries podcast, mate. So, thank you. Thanks. It's just nothing you can do, is there? Nothing you can do. But yes, so yeah, I came second in that. Second Captain Americano. Second place. Runner up, mate. Thank you for that. But I'm just saying, business-wise, you'd have made more money. No, never mind. I'm not complaining. It's a great name. I'm not salty at all. I'm grateful. I am thankful. Okay? That's it. Okay? I don't need you. I've got this. Look at this. I have this Hulk. Look at that. I have that big Hulk model. I don't need you. Books and Beans. I don't need you to make me a drink. Okay? I wasn't even going to drink it anyway. I don't even like Americanos. I don't even know what an Americano is. I'm just like, I went, Captain America? No. It's no Captain America. You see what I mean? It's funny, you know? My days. Oh well. You had your chance, Books and Beans. You had your chance. Second. Lost out. So close. And at the same time, I'm not having this. At the same time, the people that, it wasn't one person that came up with it was two people that came up with the Express, the Murder in the Orient Expresso line. It was two people that came up with it. Was their title twice as good as mine? No, it wasn't. Captain Americano, mate. Look, Captain Americano. If it's going to be this, you could have put that. His face, you could have put it everywhere. But you didn't. I lost out. Two people came up with that. I deserve justice for this. I deserve glory. I deserve thanks. Okay, second place. Second place for that. That was amazing. Oh, my! I can't believe it. Captain Americano. More money. Two people came up with it. I was one. That was a team. They were together. They both got it. Okay? If you're wondering why I shouted there, it's because these headphones are weird. And they keep, like, losing sound in one ear all the time. So I have to shout loud. And then it just knocks it back in. I'm probably breaking them, but it's fine. I'll get new ones. But, yeah. So second place. I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm happy with this decision. Books and Beans. Thank you. I'm great. Thanks for the special mention that you tried. It's just great, isn't it? Captain Americano. And more people like Captain America. Captain America's cool. Why didn't you write special? Two people came up with that. It was two people that came up with that title. I was one. I came up with it myself. So I think, and also, I'm just saying, is that a bit dodgy? Is that fair? You're two people. You could come up with it yourself. How many names did you come up with that were rotten, and then you had to get that one? I came up with one before. I came up with it like that, just randomly. I just sent it in straight away, like there you go. If I wanted to, I could have come up with more. I wish I did. I wish I sent in about 50. I genuinely could have done it, but I went, nah, it's not going to get any better than that. That's your winner. But no. Nah, I'm not your winner, am I? Not your winner, books and beans, am I? Can't drop my wee Captain America now. You happy? Gone. You're lucky. Stephen Tries saved my mood, okay? Aye, you lot over there. Oh, Captain America's not good enough for you, is he? Oh no, 2 people came up with your title. 2 people. So they both get one. Do they both get one, or do they have to share the one? So you're giving away 2 now. That's with me. It was just one free drink. That's an extra £3 or something. Gone, books and beans. Shocking that. Can't believe that. I'm not salty at all. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud because I got runner-up. I got a special mention because my name was just not quite good enough to be a coffee name. It was fun, but it wasn't good enough, was it, Books and Beans? No. So for that, thanks. Can you believe that? 2 people came up with your name. I came up myself. Is your name twice as good as mine? No, it's not. It's a little bit better. It's a wee bit better. Okay? It's just longer and a bit more complex. But mine's short and punchy and snappy. You know? Like Captain America. No! I tried, guys. I tried, Books and Beans. And it wasn't enough, was it? No! I've shamed everyone. I've shamed everybody. Because I got a special mention. I don't want a special mention. I came to win. I came to be victorious. And I didn't get it. Because 2 people walked in, teamed up and thought for hours about a name. I just thought for about 2 seconds. And I just did it. And I was by myself. What? Well, do you know what? There's your shout out, Books and Beans. There you go. You've made me a happy guy. Thanks a bunch, mate. Books and Beans. Whatever will I do? I'm not a runner-up, mate. That's not the mindset. I'm a winner. I'm a champion. And you give me second. It wasn't even second. It was runner-up. There was 2 runners-up. I could have been third. It wasn't specified if I was second. If it said I was one of the runners-up, there was 2. They said my name first, but it's not proof in fact that I was second. There's doubt there. There is doubt. No. Why? How long I tried for Captain Americano. He didn't give it. I could have been famous. 2 wins in the one day. I could have got a shout out and a win in coffee. But no, Books and Beans. You're like, nah, Captain Americano. It's good, but it's not as good as this name that came up with, that was created by a team of people. That they all got it. Whereas mine was just by myself. Solo. Are they the winners? Are they twice as good as me? I don't fucking think so, mate. I'm a revolutionary. Oh well. Do you know what? You listen to me, Books and Beans, right? Getting right in your faces here. Listen, right? See your next competition. See when you have another competition for a new coffee name. You're not getting one name from me. I'm gonna hit you with about 50 million lists. 50 million, okay? And I'm gonna put it on this podcast, and I'm gonna tell everyone, listen, vote for me. Vote for my name. I'm going to... Listen, you don't understand. I'm not losing next time. Listen. You listen. Biggs and Beans, you listen to me. I'll tell you this now. The next time you have a competition, and you two that came up with the murder on the Orient Espresso, you just wait, okay? You try that a little bit harder, and you think you've got me. You think you've beat me. Well, you may have won this time. Books and Beans. But next time, I'm not going easy, mate. I'm going in hard and fast on this one, okay? You are not ready for the names that I am going to come up with, okay? There's gonna be Marvel stuff, DC stuff, Harry Potter stuff, Star Wars stuff. I'm gonna hit you with every name under the sun, and you're not gonna be ready for it. So, enjoy your victory! Ha ha ha! For now! And next time, Books and Beans, I will get the winning coffee. Mark my words, you motherfuckers, okay? I'm gonna get you. I'm not having this. I'm not having this. You've not heard the last of me! But in all seriousness, thanks, runner up. I'm very happy. Aye, men. Aye. So, what else is going on? What else is going on in the life? What else is happening? Slash, he's my favourite guitarist. He's coming up with a new album soon. That's very exciting. He's in next week. This week, actually, because this is Monday, man. This Friday it's coming out, you see. With Miles Kennedy and that. So that sounds good, doesn't it? Cool stuff. And what else? What else is happening on the good old life? Nah, not much. I got 3 auditions this week. I had three auditions come in. Remember last week how I said I had an audition for something? Well, I sent that away this week, and then 2 others came in. The last one that came in, I swear, I really want this part. Okay, I'm making it loud and clear now. Listen, it is my bread and butter. Okay, if you pick me, I will be so thankful, mate. Okay, I will give it everything. Okay, it's my bread and butter part, this, and I just feel, you know when you get a part and it's the description, you just go, I know how to do this. You know, there's parts I get that's like, ooh, like last week's audition, I was like, ooh, I don't know, this is quite a tricky one, this would be a challenge. But there's other ones, there are other auditions, and there was one at the end of this week, and I was like, I know how to do this. Okay, see when you know, like, I know I can do this part. Okay, if you put me in this role, I promise you, people will enjoy your product, mate. Okay, I'm telling you now, geese it. Just geese it. Geese the part. Well, you don't have to, but yeah, I would like it. I'm putting it out there. If you're watching, if you're 40 minutes into this show somehow, I want this part, okay? This part, okay? And if I get it, I will celebrate, because I just feel, see when you get one that's just easy. See when it's just so easy. I just know how to do this. I've done this so many times in improv classes in school. I just know how to do this part, okay? I know how to play this thing. And I just watching it back, I went, yeah. I came up with something at the end of that self-tape that nobody else is going to do. 100% nobody else, okay? So, yeah. Well, hope for the best of that. If that comes up, I'll scream it. I'll make a whole episode about it. I'll scream it from the heavens. I'll sing it. I'll do everything. And, yeah, let's go. Yeah, Monday Madness, eh? So, yeah, if you want to know what that is, I can't tell you, because then they'll come after me. So I can't really tell you. It's just, you just got to be secretive about these things. It's just a rule. It's just how it is. And yeah, but I would love this part. I got an audition at the end of this week. I got another one as well that was great. That was going to test me. But this one I went, if there's just a role, it's just going to be a great couple days filming this. Just to get out, do something that's just, I know, no nerves about, overdoing it. I'm just like, this part, I know how to play this part. I am experienced in playing this role in so many plays, and I can play a character like this. And if you give me that platform to play a character to loads of people, to let me have a part that showcases me at my strongest, that would make my day. And come on, let's get it. Come on. But yeah, so I've had a few auditions this week. It's been great. And you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. I think it's been a pretty good episode. So thank you to everyone that's come by to stop by in this podcast. Thank you to everyone that came through from the Stephen Tries podcast. I'm so what that meant to a little podcast like me. So thank you, everyone. Thank you to Books and Beans for mentioning me. That is ace. I never thought I would get anywhere near it. I never thought that out of the thousands of people that follow you, mine was there in like the top 3 names. And I just went, this is cool. It took 2 people. It took 1 name to beat me. That got me. So it is a great name. It's a great name. I will be in to try it. I won't like it, and that's not because I'm salty. It's because I don't like coffees. If I got Captain Americano, I wouldn't have drank it anyway. I wouldn't have liked it. But yeah, I'm super thankful for that. So thank you for that. And thank you to Ryan for a marvelous shout out. That is, I don't know what that's going to do for the channel. Even if it brings in another 20 listens, like consistently, that's unbelievable. So thank you to everyone that's listening to the show. Make sure to subscribe to me on YouTube. Make sure to like the video, comment down below. And also, I just want to say, I'm going to say it now, since you made it to this part of the podcast, you get the reward. My next guest coming, the next guest that's organized, I don't know if he'll be the next guest in like order of episodes to be published, but the next guest that is organized that's coming, he is involved in something that has more views on YouTube than, even the Stephen Tries videos. I have a guest coming, that he's involved in something that got a trailer for something that got released the other week, and it currently has millions and millions of views on YouTube. And my guest is involved with I'm just gonna I'm not gonna keep it a secret. I don't have the secret. My guest is my cousin Mark Hendry. He's an animator, and he's one of the animators involved in the new Cuphead show that's coming out on Netflix. And he's worked on Bob's Burgers as well, and he's worked on Transformers. He's animated, so he's going to be a guest coming in the next. So it'll be either this month or next month, but he's the one that's organised, because I was lucky enough to do a bit of voice work for him this year. I did it. He's doing a little short film, and I play. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to spoil it, but he's doing a little short film to showcase his animating his own solo thing. It's like 7 minutes long, 10 minutes. And I was called in to be one of the voices for one of the characters in this little film. So you'll see me in animated form of this character I'm going to play. So I'm very excited for you to see that. And then, so he's now he's where I'm bringing him on to the podcast to talk about animating and stuff and working on that show. So by the time that show airs on Netflix, it'll be all over everywhere, loved, everyone's gonna watch it, and then at that moment, bring him. One of the creators of that show is coming on, so I'll look forward to that. Mark, you better be good having this. I'm joking. You'll be fabulous, and thank you again for listening, everyone. Make sure to subscribe on Google Podcasts, rate it 5 stars on Spotify, subscribe to Garn Shed on YouTube, like it, comment down below what you liked, comment any hate comments. I'll take them all, okay? I will take it. Just anything, if you mention anything, thank you. Helps a bunch. So I'm looking forward to seeing you for next week's episode of Monday Madness, the show that got mentioned on Stephen Tries by Ryan himself. A show, and if you're curious, go listen to Ryan's episode. Episode 16. If you're wondering why there isn't a video version, I do not use Zoom for the podcast. I do not use Zoom, because as great as Zoom is, for visual stuff, for the audio quality, it dampens the audio quality depending on your internet. So I use another service that's just a little bit better. It's a bit clearer. Because obviously on the last Stephen Tries thing, they were saying, he didn't have a microphone, he just had his Apple headphones. But what there wasn't any delay on that show. You wouldn't notice. There's no delay. It sounds like we're speaking back and forward. I use a service. I'm not telling you what it is. But I use another one. That is very, very, very helpful. It's just, there's no visual version. There's no visual things. It's just audio. And it's built for recording podcasts. And it's just fantastic. Clean feed. That's what I use. I don't use Zoom. I use Clean Feed. And it's just, it doesn't give you the audio version. No, it doesn't give you the visual version, but the audio is much better. So you'll notice for Jack Helvey's episode, Jack and Sam, their audio, if the guest has like a really good mic, it will keep the quality of everyone's mic. Even Ryan, his audio was still great, considering, he still, just because he had little Apple headphones, there was no delay, and you could hear what he was saying. It was loud. So it's a great thing. So if you're ever wanting to start a podcast and you don't have, obviously I don't have like a massive studio, I don't have sound people, I don't have all this. It's literally me, everything. If you want to use something, if you want interviews across the internet, I recommend using CleanFeed over Zoom any day of the week. So thank you. Yep, that's me. So thanks again, everyone. You're legends. Thank you so much for listening to Monday Madness. You've been amazing, and I'll see you next week. And also, keep an eye out on Garden Shed, because I've got my own stuff I'm making as well. Don't worry, the podcast has gone clear. Now it's time to build up the YouTube as well. So the podcast is gone, and it helps me. Follow me on Instagram, all that stuff. Fabulous. Right. Bye. Have a nice day.